Okay, so if we want to find an exponential function, then our answer will look like this. Y equals ab to the x, where x and y are variables, and a and b are parameters. So we got to find a and b. That's our goal. So we know that if these points are on the graph, that when y is 2/9, x is -2. And also when y is 54, x is 3, okay? So we know that to be true. So what we do is we need to solve each of these equations for a, and then we'll have a representation for a. We could try to do it for b, but it's a lot easier for a. So if I just divide both sides on this one by b to the -2, I know what a is equal to in terms of b. And if I divide this one by the b term as well, then I also know what a equals in terms of b, but they're the same a, right? So a has to be 2/9 over b to the -2. By the way, using my properties of exponents, that can come up. So 2/9 b to the positive is a, but a is also equal to 54 over b cubed. Okay, and the idea is just to equate the two expressions for b, and that allows me to solve for the base. Okay, so let's do that. Since a is both of those, we can set them equal to each other. And then we use our algebra skills to solve. So what I will do is multiply both sides by b cubed to get 54 by itself. And then in this case, I will multiply both sides by 9/2, right? The reciprocal, because that gives me just b over here. So when I multiply by 9/2, let me clean this up a little bit. I got b to the 5th. That's just 1. And then I got a 54 times 9/2. 54 times 9 over 2. 1 and 27, so I got b to the 5th equals 27 times 9. And actually, I could multiply those together, and then it's just kind of trial and error to figure out what number I can raise to the 5th and get whatever that is. But I recognize these are both powers of 3, which is kind of a big help. Or you can just multiply them together and do a little trial and error, raise numbers to the 5th power. But I recognize that's 3 cubed and that's 3 squared. So really I can see that that's 3 to the 5th, which is a big help, because if b to the 5th equals 3 to the 5th, then b has to be 3. So that's my base, okay? So here's what I have so far. Y equals a 3 to the x. We found b. So now all I got to do is find a. Okay, so I take one of these points, I'll choose that one because there's no fractions, no negatives, and I plug it in. So 54 equals a times 3 to the 3rd, and then I can solve for a. So 3 to the 3rd is 27, so divide both sides by 27, and 54 over 27 is 2, so this one works out nicely for us. And then my final answer then, if it has to look like that, would be y equals 2 times 3 to the x.